suppose we've got to start with the worst news. Scott Laird, right at the end, a horrible tackle. What's the first news of it?
Well, we're not sure. He's obviously gone for pictures on it now, so he's in a lot of pain. You have to assume the worst, I have to say. Doesn't look good, but until we get some definite news, then I'll have to bite my tongue a bit.
Yeah, at that point in the game when it came so late, it sort of everything else almost became irrelevant.
Well, everything did pale into insignificance. It was disgusting. I've heard their version of events. I thought it was disgusting at the time. I thought it was disgusting in the footage. It was. They want to talk about it as a winger's challenge. Listen, that's got no place in football. I can't put into words my feelings of disgust towards challenges like that. I think they're disrespectful to the players that are involved in the situations. But I have to say, it was coming in the game. There was a 2-footer that should have been red-carded on Jack King. The lads said themselves, if you're going to let that go, you're going to invite challenges that cause serious injury. And if you're letting serious challenges go, the very first challenge of the game that I can remember was a blatant yellow. That wasn't given. I think that lad ended up getting a yellow later on in the game. And it's just, the referee and the standard referee, and the players are in there saying to me, Gaffer, we need some help, we need some protection. Referees are saying to us in games, we know what you lot are all about. Listen, I've got a lad on a stretcher tonight. He's on a stretcher because a referee hasn't dealt with the first 2-footed challenge. Now we've got a lad on the stretcher. Something needs to be done about it. I've said it for weeks. I've said someone's going to get hurt. Here we are tonight with arguably, potentially, serious injury on our hands. And people have got to take responsibility because it's no good this continuing. Our lads going on the field of play and being told, we know what you lot are about. Who's telling them what our lads are all about? And what place is a referee to go onto the field of play prejudiced in his mindset? And we hear about prejudice. We mustn't have referees going on the pitch. They've got to referee the game. They mustn't referee what they're being told before the game.
It's a whole sort of series of events towards the end. It was 4 minutes of injury time after what must have been 14 wasted. We saw, I think it was 6, was it, at Scunthorpe. We saw 7 minutes added on. Stevie's might have been the other way around, but in a game where there wasn't really a lot of time wasting going on, we just continued to attack it. Tonight, gamesmanship was the word.
Yeah, well, we've seen it. Carlisle came here, and I don't know how long the ball was in play, but sides are coming, I think, to bore our fans to death. Sheffield United came here, and the ball was scarcely in play tonight. God only knows how long was being wasted every single time the ball went dead. What did the referee do? Nothing about it. I think I'm right in saying that he's had 2 home wins in 12 games as a Football League referee. Now, the law of averages says that there's going to be a high proportion of home wins. But we know what young referees like. They come into the game, they've got to make their mark, they've got to show that they can deal with a home crowd. So we don't get the penalty given on Welshie first half. We don't get the 2-footer given when King gets felled. There's a procession of injustices going on. And you know what we're doing. We're going to get a copy of every single injustice, we're going to put them together, and we're going to beg some serious questions of people because it's not good enough.
Looking at the football, the first half, you dominated play, you had much the better chances, and perhaps could have and deserved to come in 2 or 3 up.
Well, I've said to the players afterwards, staying unbeaten is the first part of winning. Sometimes when you're trying to keep clean sheets, and we haven't been the best defensively so far, and we're trying to get the whole team to understand its defensive responsibilities. Sometimes the edge can come with your attacking play, and I think at the moment, we've really bedded in our defensive system. We're trying to get better defensive habits in. We've obviously got the issue now of dealing with the loss of our 2 full-backs. Lairdy, Keno, both look as though they're going to be long-term after this evening. So we've got some work to do there. But our team is taking its defensive responsibilities seriously, and that's possibly taking the edge off of our game. Jack tonight I thought was tremendous in his defensive work, but probably not as influential going forward as we'd expect Jack King to be. After half-time, he started getting about his job in a different way. He got his shots away. He started to look to get at the back of them. He started to make a difference to our attacking play, which is what I want to see, which I asked him to do. So I think staying unbeaten is the first part of winning. It's frustrating for us all. We all want to be posting our points, especially at home. But 6 unbeaten in the league, 7 unbeaten all in all. 10 points from the last 6 league games. We're going in the right direction. We've all got to be patient, and we've got to help the players onto the winning level. Being unbeaten is the first part of that level.
And the fans tonight stayed with you absolutely throughout. It's really got behind you.
Well, I think the fans can see that the boys are giving their all. I think they can see that they're trying to play intelligent football. They're passing it when it's there to be passed. They're working it into position when it's there to be worked into position. They're understanding the frustration tactics of opponents. They're not getting frustrated by them. They're helping the team to go at the game. And let's face facts, on a different night it would have ended up 3 or 4-0 to us tonight. We did have the chances. They did get fortunate. You could say it was good defending, but you know, their goal led a charmed life. There were some tremendous efforts that were well blocked, well stopped, well saved, and you know, the run of the ball went their way at vital moments. But as I say, I think the players are performing to a good standard. I thought it was a pretty comprehensive performance on the whole tonight, albeit we didn't manage to get the ball in the net.
Thanks very much, and all the best to Lady for more.